not only in terms of the content, but also we need to really look at how do you communicate, with people who have different physical disabilities, which might make it difficult for them to consume the content. So if we kind of, use the regular approach of literature-based content, perhaps it's not really going to be of use to them. So if I'm addressing a target group which is visually challenged, then perhaps, then I need to develop content which is audio rich. And similarly, if I'm addressing a group of people who are hard of hearing, then I comment, and in return they have received large compensations. And they do not have the right knowledge, they do not have the right skills to now manage that lump sum money, to invest it properly so that they don't, it doesn't lead to financial distress. So again, their learning requirements, their knowledge needs are going to be again significantly different. And that is precisely what has been the approach at CRISIL Foundation. And our aim is to be able to come up with a robust library of learning modules and tools which caters to a variety of audience.
Thanks, Maya. I think when you and I chatted, this whole terminology of library of content is very interesting, because more and more research is showing, and I think our experiences are showing, that context-specific education is very important. And so we have to start moving beyond the generic messages of you need to save and you need to buy insurance to make it much more relevant and actionable for people. I'm going to move to Kalpana now, because Kalpana, I believe you'll be able to share some real on-the-ground experiences of delivering, context-specific education to different client segments. So wanted to just hear about what your experiences have been with that.
Sure. Mastercard Index Financial Literacy has shown that Asia Pacific has recorded a low of 64 in financial literacy scores in 2016. If you compare India's performance at 60, way below the Asia Pacific score. So through various training programs, we have managed to address the gender gap, but still there are some segments we need to target and focus. The conclusion of the study shows that financial literacy is yet to cover the elderly, migrants, and the women. And the conclusion also shows that special focus is required on young and the unemployed who have not been through the formal system of education. As rightly pointed out by the previous speakers, this needs customization, and it needs collaborative approach and support from different stakeholders, because in each geography it has to be customized according to the language, according to the target segment, and it also has to take care of the life cycle stage of the household, depending upon what enterprise they are doing and at what stage the enterprise is. And hand in hand, we have a whole methodology to address this financial literacy. Our approach has been very effective, I should say, in MP. We have been funded by DFIBT and Sydney, and we have managed to reach out to nearly 25,000 clients. And next year we'll be happy to publish and share the results with all of you. And we did a baseline, and we are tracking the details on a real-time basis. And so far the results have been very encouraging. So the four-pronged approach adopted by Hand in Hand is, first we mobilize the community. We invest a lot of time in social mobilization. Second, we invest a lot of time in functional literacy and numeracy, because that is also important for them to actually understand what interest rates, what the loans they follow, the life cycle of the loans. Third, because if functional literacy is important, but first they have to be into some livelihoods, because only if they are able to earn an income, they will be able to appreciate the training you provide. So our third component, we give a lot of emphasis on skilling, so that they are into some productive implementation programs. And at the last, we actually focus on functional literacy, because this helps the client to take an informed decision. So we feel that the four components are very crucial, and so far we have been, our results have been very encouraging, and it has helped our clients to take an informed decision. We used several tools like mass awareness campaigns, visual aids, exposing clients to banks, training them on how to use the ATMs and even the debit card. So it was area specific. What training is an MP is not required in Tamil Nadu because in Tamil Nadu the parents are slightly better informed because of a higher level of education. So in MP it had to be customized. And so this is necessary to make the training very effective. Basically, I feel I was really worried after demonetization because the industry every day used to send out 2 to 3 circulars and literally were jittery about the repayment. But I'm very happy because of the investment in training and capacity building. Our repayment is, when I checked up yesterday, they said it was 98% and today they say it is 99%. It has been possible only because of the investment in training and capacity building and functional literacy. Because people understand that they have to get additional courses and they have been responsible to clients. So our model has been effective. We have been able to actually offer a good training program, and this needs support from government bodies and CSR partners and others. I think we can reach out to all the clients on scale.
And Kalpana, I think you made a very impactful statement there towards the end to talk about how investment in training is actually paying off. Through these this particularly recent shock to the system, and why this investment is needed in good times, so that you can then sort of reap the dividends of that in not so good times. I'm going to move on from Kalpana to Elliot. We've talked a lot about the different kind of content that can be delivered, the fact that it should be customized, it should be contextualized. And there is a lot of interest and excitement around the potential of technology to actually do that. So Elliot, if you could share a little bit about what Awazde is doing and some specific examples and insights that you've gotten from delivering campaigns.
Absolutely, thank you, Chandni. So for those of you who've just come in, Awazde is a global tech company focused on communication in low resource settings, particularly in the majority of India, where people are not using smartphones and mobile internet, and they're not highly literate or educated, and they're speaking a variety of languages and dialects. So we work across the technology spectrum, but the medium that we have the most success in, we expect to continue to have success in for the next few years, is actually voice messaging, or IVR, interactive voice response, over 2G cell networks. And the reason why voice is so powerful is because it can really overcome all of these barriers of literacy and language and technology access. As you were mentioning before, I mean, a lot of the targets of financial literacy are poor rural women. And if you look at statistics, literacy, low education, low tech populations. Another insight that we've had is in relation to some of the remarks about the need for localized, context-specific content in these financial literacy campaigns. We've seen that really building stories that resonate with and are tailored to the audiences that we're targeting can have the highest engagement levels and ultimately get the best results. So by story, I essentially an understanding of what I mean. This is a story about claiming government health insurance benefits in case of accident. It's in Assamese, so probably few of you will understand, but the point is just to understand that it's a really rich and engaging story that is built to resonate with the audience. Yeah, so as you can see, what we do in OASDE is we actually do scripting, recording, and include sound effects to this series of 10 episodes is nearly 4 minutes per call. And we get a lot of these women also listening to multiple stories in succession. We can see through our analytics that some will even listen to 10 or 15 minutes at a time. And furthermore, what we're seeing on the ground is that oftentimes they'll just put their mobile on speakerphone and they'll spread the content beyond even those who are targeted.
You know, IDFC is doing a lot in terms of building financial awareness of clients as well. And you know, Elliot just talked about a sort of low touch but technology enabled channel. And Ravi, you talked to me about how you're actually trying to marry technology with the human touch as well. And it would be great to hear from you about your initiatives in that space.
Yeah, so we are a new bank, as you know, and we decided to design. We had to design everything bottom upward, so we had the opportunity to actually customize it. Communication plays a great role in this, and then. Another thing that we realized is that we could spend a lot of institutions have spent a lot of effort and done great work in creating content and delivering the product or service to them, and therefore the adoption becomes then far more easier because you listen to a lot of awareness building communication. So I get to know, but then I don't know where to go unless the linkage is formed, even if they're shown the way, they don't take that first step. So if I am able to take both communication and the service to the doorstep of these customers, the adoption we found is far greater. Content of course has to be developed, it has to be interesting. So therefore the 4 aspects of where to do it, how to do it, when to do it, and most importantly who does it. So I think this also closes the gap between the availability and accessibility. And of course all the communication has to be designed to be relevant for them in that context. So therefore you talk, as you said, talk to farmers about farming and how to get over and how to smoothen their incomes. You talk to the housewife, the lady in the house in a different manner, and there's certain things, certain role that she plays, and therefore you cater to that. Of course there is a woman in every household, and so therefore we've decided that since 80% of our front end sales staff and our micro venues.
Thanks, Ravi. I think this whole question of closely coupling the generation of demand, as you say, as well as making sure the supply is right there, is something that I've heard from other panelists, in other conversations as well. I'd like to move on to Subrata now. You bring a different perspective, coming from NABARD and working closely with RBI as well, which is really focused on driving financial literacy. I think it'll be very interesting to understand what is your perspective.
The first thing, one point I would like to add here before I start about the scale part of it is that what we have found at the field level is anything which becomes a business proposition works. As long as it is a business proposition, whatever you do, it will work, otherwise it will not. Even in financial Reserve Bank, they are completely deviated from the Reserve Bank of India guidelines with respect to financial literacy centers. A complete business center. And the person was given business targets which was linked to new customers. It was not just related to something called, okay, you increase your deposits. Okay, you have to get deposits from your new customers to an extent of X. Now, that led to some kind, the model worked very well when you are talking about upscaling. Because you cannot think of, let's say, even if I go to a village and think of upscaling programs, I cannot get that kind of a mass of a typically physically challenged person. I may not get, which will make a group so that I can train them separately also. It may have to be in a completely different manner that they have to be taken up. So one of the things thumb rules which we follow in terms of preparing the models is that we go by a general standard. There are the model which was suggested by Elliot was something which was brilliant. I think that is something which really can work very well. We have the second type which we have tried was with respect to the when you think of doing capacity building, what we have found is that you need large number of people to do the work at the grassroots level. Focus it with a product, then I can upscale it much faster. Last of all, which I would like to point out is that cost becomes a very important factor when you are trying to upscale things. When you are talking about cost, certain portion can be subsidized but not fully. That is why I came to the business proposition part of it. The other thing is to find out existing channels which are already working for the purpose of any kind of education, which could be a made up part of it. For example, you may be aware already that NCFE, one of the subsidiaries of NISM and working with RBI, they are basically a part of RBI, you can say, as a bank. They have made financial literacy a part of the curriculum in case of CBSE as well as ICSE schools. But unfortunately, many of the state boards, for reasons beyond at least my comprehension, are objecting to make it a part of the curriculum. I mean, that is one of the ways by which you can perhaps take the basic knowledge of financial education and financial literacy to the people. That is something which I wanted to focus on. The last part which we have tried, and that is basically building on something which we built over the years, is that we build channels of farmers clubs and self-help groups. So at many a point we try to use those channels for passing on information and passing on messages on a large scale. I would not like to quote any figures, but for example, thanks to demonetization, now our focus is only on digital financial literacy, and we have a huge target to cover in the next 40 to 50 days in terms of financial literacy awareness programs, which will be purely focused on digital financial literacy. Now obviously it cannot be done on a one-to-one basis and things like that. So the first step was to tell our regional offices will be taking up with the financial literacy centers as well as NGOs. Maybe in some of the cases the SHGs also will be roped in, and they will be ultimately taking it to the field. So it has to be a stepwise thing. That is what we do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So we've already heard a range of perspectives on the panel. Just a quick recap. We started off with Shankar, who led us on the track that financial awareness building and financial literacy does work if done properly. And he gave us several tips on how to provide contextual information that can help. Maya then helped provide, a sample of the kind of context-specific information and the library of content that CRISIL Foundation, is working on. And Kalpana shared their own experiences of creating a 4-step model for building financial awareness over a period of time, and how that is now reaping dividends in a fast-changing scenario, I should say. And then we heard from Elliot, and he talked about how their use of technology and to deliver very customized campaigns that can lead to the desired behavior change. And Ravi talked a little bit about coupling technology with the human touch, making sure that generating demand and providing supply are very tightly coupled. And then, of course, Subrata talked about taking this to scale and what they are doing, particularly in terms of looking at starting very young and even including financial literacy in school curriculum, all the way to making sure that it's being delivered now, where we are talking about bringing people into the digital financial services space. So I'm just going to actually stop here and see if we have questions and comments from the audience. I definitely have a lot more questions for the panelists, but I did want to give the audience a chance because you usually end up getting shortchanged. So we'll just stop here. There's a mic in the middle, and you could just walk up to that mic. And I think there are also some roaming mics we have, so if you could just raise your hand, maybe people can stop by with the mic at your table.
Hello, I am Alka Parikh. I am a professor and I teach microfinance also. And my question is to Mr. Subrata. that when we heard all the speakers, one thing which comes out very clearly is that instead of having generic financial literacy programs, if you have, as he said, if you are guiding a particular venture, say you are giving a suggestion as to you do this and you will succeed. You yourself say it should be business linked. And that's what he also said, Mr. Ravi Shankar from IDFC, that the human touch, they do this to achieve this. So then, instead of having financial literacy programs as such, should, as a policy, NABARD say that there should be financial help centers where people can come and call or just ask their queries and get answers, and maybe that will create better results?
The financial literacy centers which I talked about were built exactly with that purpose, that people will walk in, they will get all kinds of support from that particular point. But what we found is that since the person has not been given any business target, he takes it very casually. He doesn't bother. अगर कोई आए तो ठीक है, नहीं आए तो भी ठीक है. It's something like that. But the moment you tag it along with, I'm fully along with you. I mean, there is a necessity for having such centers. But again, that also has to be linked with business. If you don't do that, it doesn't work.
Please share your name and organization.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Karuna. I'm from State Bank Institute of Rural Development. As a banker, after working very closely in villages, now I'm in training our bank personnel towards rural development. So with my experience, I totally agree with what Kalpana has said, that financial literacy is one of the key tools that I witnessed. In spite of vociferous political campaigns, it defied the logic and the repayment was very, very encouraging. But now coming to my question, how can it be sustainable? Because with the environment in the rural areas, that behavioral aspect is becoming is tapering off. How can it be sustainable? One, and the second question is to Mr. Sadhu. You were talking about the tools, sophisticated tools. So what are those sophisticated tools that the bankers think about?
So I think, Shanta, this question is directed at you, but it also gives you an opportunity to talk about, what are the examples that you've seen of models that are both scalable and impactful.
Yeah, I think it's a very kind of interesting and challenging question to address. First, I wanted to clarify about the sophisticated tool. What I actually wanted to mean is that when you are designing the program, for example, content of the program, right, you have to pay specific attention to the need of the persons you are serving. For example, if it is a program to improve financial education, it has a different kind of perspective than if you are trying to educate smallholder farmers about some specific product that they need to, let's say, take care of in case they are facing some emergencies. Now, what the behavioral finance, behavioral aspects will do essentially, they will help you to cater to that exact need. And that can be designed by spending certain amount of time, quality, qualitative research to understand what is required. And in that aspect, I'm happy to kind of just talk about one specific program that has found to be very effective in very recent time. And I'm holding most of the discussion for tomorrow because in tomorrow one session there will be specific discussion about that program. But I'm just going to give you certain very crisp findings from that study. So it was actually done for Empower Vodacom customers in Tanzania. It was funded by CCAP. And again, something similar to what Awaz did. Essentially, it was a learning platform which was offered by Arifu. And here, unlike what Elliot was talking about, it was delivered through interactive messaging. So essentially, for the through the Vodacom clients, basically who had access to Commercial Bank of Africa through this Empower account where they can digitally save using their mobile phone as well as borrow money, again based on the same Vodafone platform basically. So Arifu delivered specifically designed messages to educate them, and there was this basically process through which it was demand driven, that if you wanted to learn about savings related topics, you will only be going through that. Or if you wanted to know more about the loan, how to repay loan, what is the interest, you can actually go through those messages essentially. So what the study found out, and again the details of the results will be discussed tomorrow, very, I think, encouraging findings. The user of the platform, they actually did many more transactions than those who did not use. It is more in terms of savings as well as loans. So what the study found out is that those who actually accessed those messages, their saving was much more higher than who did not access. And similarly, those who accessed the messages, their average loan size was higher, as well as repayment rate was also marginally higher than those who did not access the platform. So this is a specific case where in a very cost-effective way, through a mobile platform, you can actually deliver the messages which can be customized according to the need of the client, and essentially reach up to the right group of clients and give them the tools to, let's say, improve their savings or improve their repayment behavior. And I think that this type of activities, obviously, there is a need of human touch, because even in that program, the clients who are actually reached out to through this platform were first trained by the farmers group, essentially. So, and then in order to top up that and kind of continuously engage them, this platform was utilized. So I think there has to be a mix of high touch as well as cost-effective ways of reaching out to them. And that brings us to the concept of intensity that I was talking in our previous discussion, that it cannot be one shot. It has to be driven, given by behavioral factors and given over a longer period of time. And then you will see possibly some positive and sustainable effect along.
Hello. My question is related with crop insurance. I wanted to hear, because all these discussions that are going on mostly concentrated on savings and loan. How about the insurance, crop insurance? What kind of mechanism has been taken up for educating farmers for crop insurance, especially? I guess NABARD is involved in many ways. So I would like to hear what kind of technology, method, approaches, and how effective that has been.
The first thing I would like to put forward here is that I personally don't understand yet. Till now, I have not been able to decipher as to why many people, especially in case of farming community, they avoid insurance even after knowing that insurance is beneficial. There is one thing I have not been able to decipher. That's one problem, maybe because of the cost, whatever be the factor. As far as education is concerned, as I said, what we try to do is that we try to make financial literacy not just a part of the programs which we conduct specifically for financial literacy. No. Even if we are having a program of watershed development or for tribal development, there is a content of financial literacy which goes along with it. So, depending on the timing of that particular product is discussed. For example, if at one point of time, when the insurance schemes like the Suraksha Bima Yojana and these schemes were launched by Government of India, that was one of the focus areas which was being discussed in all the various developmental training programs which we conduct as an institution. It was not just only financial literacy programs. That is one part. The second thing, as far as crop insurance is concerned, the messages are sent in various manners. It is
you are able to subscribe to that product. Another important aspect is the timing. At when do you talk to the farmer about the need to, to make that decision to buy insurance? Is also something that we have understood that at the right stage in the crop cycle, if you engage with the farmer in that discussion, then the likelihood of the farmer taking that step of buying insurance is much higher compared to, if you talk to the farmer at a pre-sowing stage. At pre-sowing stage, he is much more worried about which crop to sow, what to do, where to arrange all the finance from. So at that stage, his mind is not free to think about this. So only after the sowing is done, at that, timing of when you broach that subject and broach that topic is also equally important, apart from all other practical aspects that you need to tell the farmer about.
Yeah, I'd just like to tell you about two stories. One is about Madhya Pradesh and one about Andhra Pradesh from our own experience. Normally in the microfinance sector, if you spoke to any institution, they would tell you that the first time borrowers, most areas are completely penetrated, and therefore you would not get more than 5 or 10% of first time ever borrowers from the microfinance industry. So everybody has experience of borrowing from somebody sometime or other. But when we really reached out to some very deep areas, there are some areas that no other institution has been to in Madhya Pradesh, and because of the kind of outreach that we had, nearly 30% of our customers were first time borrowers from there, which is we have to actually do, train them right from the beginning as to how to be a good borrower, what does it mean to be a good borrower, and so on. And the moment they did that, they took to that product instantly. It didn't require a long time of, a long period of teaching them and then waiting for them to absorb it, and then coming forward to adopt the product. So therefore, that penetration really taught us a lot of and gave us a lot of insights that new borrowers too can actually start adopting, because their awareness from other sources and other media has already increased manifold in the recent times because of access to media, which is far higher than before. The second example is from Andhra Pradesh, where we didn't have a single bank branch when we started our micro-ATM network, and within a month we put up about 500 micro-ATM outlets for SHG women in various villages, and they were distributing, they were helping people withdraw their pensions and scholarships and other NREGA funds through their bank accounts. So it's an interoperable system, so you can be a customer of any bank. And so we didn't have a single customer of our own, but nearly 500,000 of them we service today within every month, and they come to withdraw money. And these are people who are 80 plus, men and women who might not be literate at all, forget about even being semi-literate. And it helped to build the trust in the system very quickly, because it was placed in their village, it was a person known to them, and they were using biometrics completely, so they were doing digital banking without much education. Okay? It didn't require too much of financial literacy. So we shouldn't assume that taking them through a whole course, only then is called financial literacy. So for them, they knew what to do, they knew what they wanted, and therefore the adoption of the whole technology interface was very quick, and it was assisted by somebody who was trained by us, and therefore adoption and uptake was very fast. It also changed their behavior within 2 months, because now that they realized that this device is placed in their village, they have easy access to it, they started putting money back into their accounts. Earlier they had to travel 10 kilometers to go and withdraw the money, and they didn't trust the system, so they withdrew the entire money that was due to them. Now they did that for the first 2 times, and then they started putting money back. These are people, as I said, senior citizens who don't even know which bank they are banking with, which bank is actually their money is coming through. And I randomly asked 10 people, and they all said names of banks, which actually the records on our tab showed that they were actually banking with somebody else. So they just assumed that they were banking with somebody else. They couldn't read, they thought they what was written on their passport. So therefore, they were just going through. The neighbor had an account in Andhra Bank, so as you know, I also have one. And so even if they didn't know this, they have adopted this, and then it just changed their behavior very quickly to a savings behavior rather than just spending. That's what I thought would be. And so the smartphone, presence of their smartphones is not going to change the world. I think the usage of those are right now they're using it only for low risk. So if there's a high risk, they don't adopt to start banking on a smartphone. And so even if there is a feature phone only, as you said at home, they would still do banking, provided it has been coupled with the entire supply and demand has been brought together and has been provided to them at their doorstep.
Thank you so much. This is so enlightening. Do we have, we can maybe take one last question from the audience?
I said we perhaps are looking into only the capacity building part of it. After that, it would be a requirement where to what extent people adopt that particular mode of transaction and how successful it is in terms of adoption. That part, of course, it's very tough. I think Shankar will be able to help in terms of the evaluation part of it. But we frankly speaking, we are doing it, but we also know that we have to be realistic in terms of the level of adoption which will be there. There will be a high level of adoption comparatively now, because I am told, I was just going through one of the interviews of Axis Bank Chairperson, and she said that the digital transactions have increased by 400% compared to what it was over the last 1 month. So if that is the growth rate which is there even in rural areas, there will be some growth. But the problem is that in many of you have to understand what type of customers you are dealing with. Let me tell you, there are farmers whom I have spoken with. They don't want to take cards because they feel that it is risky and they feel that their account will be robbed. So it's not that you can convince such people overnight in terms of adopting digital mode. It may take some time. Maybe the next generation will be much faster. But the present generation of people who are there, who are basically heading the families, it takes time. So we are trying from our side. We hope to cover, but India is a vast country. Whatever we do falls small, it becomes small. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd just like to add one point here. We talked about technology-enabled delivery of financial awareness or education campaigns. We also talked about the high-touch, models that exist. And I think I would venture to say that many of the panelists here would say that a combination is what's required really to make things work, make these financial awareness campaigns work. And I think one thing we did not touch upon as much is that when you're talking about the high touch, there's the first your first responders or your first line of contact with clients. They themselves need a lot of capacity building and scaling, so they can in turn, make sure that they are educating and informing the clients in a proper manner. And Maya had talked to me at some point about having a technology system in place which allows these field workers to collect demographic data and then be able to inform them about what products they should have or they should use. And I would be keen to hear from others as well what they have put in place to enhance the capability of these frontline workers. At Grameen Foundation, we also saw that as a huge sort of gap that existed. When we try to educate the clients, the first thing you have to do is to educate these frontline workers. So we have in fact again tried to leverage technology and created an application to deliver training, and in fact in about 10 minutes we'll have a launch of that application in the lunch area. But I think I can see Kalpana excited and wanting to share something more, so please go ahead.
Actually last week I was attending a training at the borders. Two things which are relevant I would like to share. There were CEOs from over 33 countries and 70 participants. One thing came out very clearly, they said growth above 35%, you must consider it as very risky. So when financial literacy for the clients in the BOP segment, if we are actually, because borders generally speak only about scale and about profitability, but for first time I heard in the voters training program with the emphasis on functional literacy. Second, there was a presentation by CGAP, the pitfalls of digital and technology, digital literacy and technology. They spoke about, I don't want to mention the name of the institution in Africa, where the staff members had colluded and it had actually caused a loss to the tune of 5 million before it was detected. So you must have the right audit team in place, and with the awareness on detecting such frauds, even you go on scale to achieve financial literacy in the digital space. Thank you.
I would like to mention here that RBI has planned already through NCFA again to come up with, which will be supported under Financial Inclusion Fund on a private basis, 100 financial literacy kiosks across the country. They are trying it on a pilot basis, and the idea is that the content of that particular, all those kiosks will be technologically controlled centrally. That means the delivery will be exactly the same everywhere. One of the problems which crops up is when we try to upscale things, we don't know there's no control over the quality of the delivery which comes up at the end. So that is something which RBI is trying to do. But for a country like us, 100 is not even peanuts, if I put it that way. 6 lakh villages, maybe you need 6 lakh such kiosks, each costing 2.5 lakhs. You can well imagine what would be the cost of it. That is one part of it. So all these factors have to be taken into account. As I said, how to make it a business proposition. Thank you.
Yeah. So just one final point I would like to make from my side is that all of us agreed on the fact that while technology is cost efficient, you cannot only have a technology-oriented communication model, and you need to have a right mix of human touch and technology. And also, there has been significant agreement around the point that it has to be a high-touch kind of model that you really need with your participants in order to bring about behavioral change. Now, what this entire thing boils down to, so for example, we have a very high-touch model, human touch model in place, which is then complemented by what we use the Awaaz platform for. So, in sum and substance, what it ultimately boils down to is that then
technology tab-based communication as well, which is delivered by our outreach salesperson or our BC agent in the case of our micro ATM points. And the trust is already there because this is a person that is part of the community, and therefore people are receptive to him or her. And many of our micro ATM BC agents, for example, are the SHG group leaders themselves, and they are already trusted in that community, and therefore receptiveness is much higher. And therefore, since the supply is already